Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're well. This is a slow English lesson. My name is Harry and I am a British English teacher and a native English speaker. I have taught thousands of students from all around the world. Today we are going to find out your English level. What is the CEFR? The CEFR stands for the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. It's a global standard used to describe language ability in speaking, listening, reading, and writing. There are many different levels: A1, beginner, B2, elementary, B1, intermediate, B2, upper intermediate, C1, advanced, and C2 is mastery. Why is the CEFR useful? It's useful for language exams like IELTS or Cambridge or TOEFL. It's useful for university and job requirements. It's useful to measure your own progress, and it's useful to set learning goals. You are going to listen to answers to a simple question. The question is, can you tell me about your typical weekday? So a weekday is from Monday to Friday. At each level, I'll give you 2 answers and explain the common mistakes. Then you can try to see what level you fit the best at. A1 level, beginner. So example 1, I wake up, I eat, I go work, I come home, I sleep. Can you spot the mistakes here? So we have a missing preposition. Rather than I go work, we need to say I go to work. Also, there are no linking words and you sound like a robot. So I wake up, I eat, I go work. We need to add some linking words like and then. For example, I wake up and then I eat. Next, I go to work. And we need to try to make the sentences longer. Another example for A1, my day is nice. I work job. I like it. Is good. So here we have missing articles. So rather than work job, we say I have a job or I work in a job. We have a missing subject. So is good, we need to say it is good. Also, we need to add more information or more details. A2, elementary. So example 1, on weekday, I wake up at 7, I go to work by bus, I works at shop, I come home at 6. Did you notice the mistakes? So we have the missing plural. Rather than weekday, it should be weekdays. And we have the missing subject-verb agreement. Rather than I works, it should be I work. Also, there's a missing article. At shop should be at a shop. Example 2, I have normal day. I go office. I eat lunch with friend. After work, I watch TV or play phone. So again, a missing article. I go to the office rather than I go office. And here we have the wrong use of the verb. So rather than play phone, we can say I go on my phone, or I play a game on my phone. Again, a missing article. With friend should be with a friend. So from A2 to A1, there is more structure. It is clearer. The answers are clearer. And you start to use the basic tenses and vocabulary correctly, but you are not sure about articles or prepositions or how to use the verbs in the sentences. B1 Intermediate. Example 1. On a typical weekday, I wake up around 7 and have a quick breakfast. I take the train to work, which takes about 30 minutes. I usually get home by 6 and cook dinner. This is a good answer, but you could add connectors like after that or later. Example 2. I normally work from Monday to Friday. My job is in an office where I help customers. After work, I sometimes meet my friends, but I often stay at home. Again, this is a good answer. We can add more variety in our sentences, and you can include more opinions or emotions. For example, you could say, I don't enjoy working in an office, or I often stay at home because I like my own personal space. So at the B1 level, you have clear communication and a few mistakes. You may make mistakes using the past simple instead of the present simple, for example. Now let's look at B2. I usually wake up at 6:30 and try to squeeze in a bit of exercise before heading off to work. My commute isn't too bad, about 40 minutes by train. So I often read or listen to podcasts. This is a good answer. We have a natural collocation, squeeze in a bit of exercise. This means to find time for something. When you squeeze something, if you have a ball, you can squeeze the ball. So this person wakes up early and tries to do exercise. So this shows that exercise is important to this person. Let's have a look at example 2. During the week, I work as a teaching assistant at a primary school. My mornings are quite hectic, especially getting the kids settled. After school, I like to wind down with a bit of telly or a book. So here we are using some more advanced vocabulary like hectic, which means very busy, or wind down, which means to relax. Even using the word telly, which is a British word for TV. Here we have a logical structure and natural phrasing and natural words. So let's have a look at the C1 level advanced. Example 1. My weekdays follow a fairly consistent routine. I start the day with a bit of yoga, then crack on with work from about 9 until 5. The afternoons are usually packed with meetings, so I tend to feel a bit drained by the end of the day. This is a good answer because we have natural British expressions with crack on, which means to get on with something, to do something, even when you don't want to. Packed with, this means to be full of something. For example, the bus can be packed with passengers, so there are many people on the bus. Feel a bit drained. This means to feel very tired. Think about a battery. The more, if you have a battery in your phone and the battery level goes down each minute, so you have to charge your phone every day or every 2 days to fill up the battery. Let's have a look at example 2. I find my weekdays quite structured. I work remotely, so managing my time is crucial. I try to block off parts of the day for deep work and avoid multitasking, although that's not always easy. So this is a good answer because we have a good use of verbs and collocations like block off. Block off means to stop. So if you block off your calendar, no one can make or book a meeting with you. Deep work means when you are concentrating a lot. Managing my time. This means to be careful with your time. If you manage your time, you try to make the best use of your time. C2 level at the mastery level. So example 1, my weekday routine is finely tuned. I tend to begin with some meditation, followed by an elaborate breakfast, usually something wholesome like porridge with seeds and fruit. My work is project-based, so I structure my time around high-priority tasks, often working in focused intervals to maintain productivity. Example 2. On a typical weekday, I oscillate between bursts of intense concentration and deliberate rest. This rhythm allows me to sustain creative output while avoiding burnout. I found that this balanced routine enhances both my efficiency and well-being. So here we have some advanced words like oscillate. So if you oscillate, you change between. Sustain means to keep going. Wholesome means something very healthy. Elaborate, this means very detailed. So this is a C2 level because we have more precise vocabulary which explains the meaning of what we are trying to say. Sometimes it can be too academic, and it depends on if you are looking for a formal style of English or informal style of English. So formal is when you are giving presentations or speaking at work. Informal is when you are speaking with your friends. Now I want you to try to answer this question. Can you tell me about your typical weekday? So try to speak naturally and let me know what level do you think you are at. So, do you sound more like an A2 or B1? Can you express ideas clearly like B2? Do you sound natural and fluent like C1 and C2? So try the best that you can and write your answers in the comments below. I am here to help you on your English journey. So whatever level you are at, keep watching my videos and you will improve in your English level. To help with this, I have created a free ebook for you. It contains 5 amazing tips to improve your English. You can find the link for this free ebook in my description. If you would like to book a private lesson or have a look at my other ebooks, please go to my website, britishharry.com. You can click on the shop button and have a look at my products. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and I will see you in the next lesson. Thank you and bye-bye.